I think I was coming into Mid-South with a little bit of doubt about my preparation in terms of, I think mostly just the final couple of weeks leading in. My preparation, was I ready? What was ahead? Should I really be heading out to this event? I don't want to embarrass myself. I mean, so many probably not positive thoughts going through. I had raced Black Canyon's 100K trail race 3 weeks prior, and in my head, I was going to recover from Black Canyons in a week and then have about a week to 10 days of some good cycling. In the end, that 1 week recovery from Black Canyons didn't really happen. It was a bit longer, and so I didn't have any sort of massive big final days in those 3 weeks between the two events. And I think, I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't done some crazy long hard ride in a while. It hadn't been that long, but that just as an athlete can put doubts in your head. And so to have sponsor support is an absolute dream come true, but it also brings that pressure because I have Canyon support this year that I couldn't be more grateful for, and I want to show them that I can do well in this sport. And Canyon's just won. Wahoo, Envy, I mean, all of my sponsors, I just want to show them that I can do this. And so those nerves were partly there for that as well. Yeah, I mean, sitting in the start corral before Mid-South, I was really, really nervous. Similar to, I think, prior to the swim start in a triathlon. I mean, I was nervous about what was coming. I mean, just the mayhem and the craziness of the starts of these races, but also just, showing up on the day and wanting to prove that I could race amongst some of the best women cyclists in the world, and that I could, stand on that start line and be there and ride with them. So I was really, really nervous. Tactics don't get dropped. Don't get dropped in the headwind. No, I'm just gonna focus on, like we talked about, practicing peloton skills and being in the moment of like reading people coming through, reading how to ride wheels, and if a move is made, how to respond. So just using every race between now and Unbound as practice for that bike racing skills that I need to really work on. So
So we're about 30 minutes before the start.
About 30 minutes to go, So trying to think of it as, okay, just another Saturday shootout in Tucson. That's the Saturday group ride. I've gone on 3 of them this year. And so, just pretending it's another Saturday morning, trying to keep the nerves down.
We won't be remembered for the things we built or the things we put our names on. We will be remembered for the things that we shared, for the love that we gave, for the tears that we cried, for the moments that we connected deeply with other humans, and the time that we freely gave. We all think that we're here for a bike race, but we are not. We are here to be together, to make memories, to hug. We're here to live. We're here to cry. We're here to encourage each other, to push the limits of whatever we might think our bodies and minds and hearts and souls are capable of. We are here to celebrate, and celebrating with others It's one of the most joyful things I've ever experienced as a human being. Let the celebration begin. Welcome to the Mid-South.
The start of Mid-South was pretty much what I was expecting, just mayhem for the first 1 minute to 2 minutes. I mean, yeah. The starts of these gravel races remind me of swim starts because it's just, the difference in this is the swim start, you think you're going to get hit or goggles are going to come off or all these crazy things could happen. In the gravel races, it's like, am I going to be able to clip in okay? Can I get my foot in? Am I going to like cross someone's wheel? Is someone going to run into me? Just, it's kind of similar and it's super nerve-wracking. But the second it kind of, once you get going, I think I settled in quicker at this race than the few I did last year. So I think part of that was that good friend Ben Hoffman, the Hoff, was at this one with us, and
I'm stoked to be out here, man. I thought it was gonna be a little warmer, but we're making it happen. It's gonna be good.
I lined up behind him and was just trying to pretend that it was like the Saturday shootout because I've rolled out to those Saturdays with Hoff, and he's so good at navigating the peloton and such a steady wheel. So it was like, okay, try to stay with the Hoff as long as you can. So that I think helped at this one a lot. Just in terms of, okay, calming down quicker than maybe some of the past ones. So the first, I don't know. The first 20 to 30 minutes of the race was just, what you would expect. Attack after attack, the front group pinning it, a couple of sharp corners. So, people would slow up coming into them and then attack out of them. So all these things you have to respond to. So a lot of that over, under, all out, okay, settle on. And then we made a final turn to where it was a long straight stretch, but that ended up being into a massive headwind. And so the peloton just strung out completely single file with everyone trying to get a bit of a draft into that strong headwind. And so that's where things broke up. So
our women's favorites in this group right now, we have Marissa Boaz and I believe Lauren DeCrescenzo, both in this group, struggling to keep the pace at the front a little bit, but this is a really solid group. Also with Ted King. So have to imagine that this group may be able to come back as time goes on, but it's been a very, very hot and heavy start so far. So really gonna see how things shake out over the next 90 or so miles.
I think things split probably 7-8 miles in, I would say, and there was a big group off the front. There was a second middle pack. I think I was maybe somewhere in that kind of clump behind there. It strung out a bit, so there weren't really too many big packs following, I guess, that first and second group.
I liked it.
And I found myself in a group that I ended up being with for a good portion of that middle bit of the race. I would say miles 10 to to 50-ish, or sorry, actually 10 to 70-ish, because yeah, we rode into the first and only SAG stop where I was able to see you and get some support.
Heather! Here, take that.
I was able to grab 2 Herbalife bottles from you, which in the end was literally a race-changing point of the race, because I got 2 bottles at the 50-mile mark, and some of the others that in the group that I was riding with didn't grab SAG there, or maybe not as much, and they found that they had to stop at the last neutral aid area, which was at mile 70. And at mile 70, I looked down and I still had a bottle and a half. And so I was like, okay, like I don't have to stop, I have enough. And so from basically mile 70 till the end, I was alone, forging on, just going as hard as I could, trying to make my way further up from where I was. In the end, to ride into 3rd place, so I got on the podium, which I'm beyond ecstatic about.
Heather Jackson, this is our 3rd place winner from Bend, Oregon. I'm sorry, Carolyn.
I was catching the girl who ended up 2nd, but ran out of real estate. She had an amazing day, and then winner Lauren, who's just, yeah, amazing.
Female 100-mile champion,
Yeah, to get on the podium, the first gravel event of the year, I'm really, really excited.
Here is your Mid-South 2023 female champions.
What are you looking forward to most, I guess, over the next few weeks?
What am I looking forward to most? I think I'm looking forward most to just, well, one, the mountain biking, especially after today. I'm super excited to be able to go out on that bike a few times a week, to really dig back into the shootout and practicing on that group ride every Saturday, some of the group stuff, heading over to Lemon, getting in some good climbing. I'm really looking forward to the training ahead to prep for some of these events coming up. So yeah, it's like Mid-South reignited my, like, this is awesome. I get to do this. I love it, and I'm so grateful to be able to do it, and I want to go out and train as hard as I can to then show up at some of these next events, hopefully showing even more improvement. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next month a lot.